The greatest wealth is to live content with little. To be what we are, and to become what we are capable of becoming is the only end of life. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Art is the lie that enables us to realize the truth. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind. A wise man does at once what a fool does finely. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. It is not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Nature never breaks her own laws. Patience serves as a protection against wrongs, as clothes do against cold. He who is fixed to a star does not change his mind. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. One cannot expect to prevail if one is not prepared to dare mighty things. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. The greatest wisdom is in simplicity. Love, respect, tolerance, sharing, gratitude, forgiveness. It's not complex or elaborate. The real knowledge is free. It's encoded in your DNA. All you need is within you. Great teachers have said that from the beginning. Find your heart and you will find your way. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. He who does not punish evil commands it to be done. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, and those who do not see. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed and the first of that which comes, so with present time. A bird is an instrument working according to mathematical law. Which instrument it is within the capacity of man to reproduce with all its movements. The painter tries to master color, while the musician has to master time. Our life is made by the death of others. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. The smallest feline is a masterpiece. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. I love those who can smile in trouble. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. I think, therefore I am. The only thing we know for sure is that we know nothing at all. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Man is the measure of all things. He who wishes to be rich in a day will be hanged in a year. Ignorance is the curse of God. Knowledge is the wing wherewith we fly to heaven. A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. True wisdom lies in gathering the precious things out of each day as it goes by. The first step to wisdom is silence. The second is listening. Knowledge which is divorced from justice may be called cunning rather than wisdom. Virtue is more to be feared than vice because its excesses are not subject to the regulation of conscience. Wine is constant proof that God loves us and loves to see us happy. To win without risk is to triumph without glory. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. The function of muscle is to pull and not to push, except in the case of the genitals and the tongue. Everything that is done in the world is done by hope. One who is not a good servant will not be a good master. A good painter is to paint two main things: men and the working of man's mind. Art is the queen of all sciences, communicating knowledge to all the generations of the world. The natural desire of good men is knowledge.